Avengers Endgame is finally here. I went to the Thursday night, earliest showing I could see here. I was pumped. You can go back and look at my review for Infinity War. I loved that movie. I loved a lot of the MCU movies, most of them really. And I was looking forward to how they were going to clear up the last freaking 22 films or 11 years of movies. Before I keep going, I'm going to say I'm going to do my spoiler-free review where I'm just going to talk about my thoughts. I'm not going to go into plot, characters, anything like that. Then I will give my score, and then I will do talk about a little bit of spoilers. This is what I've been doing for the past couple years on my bigger movies. Instead of doing two separate videos, this is the way I like to do it. So just once I give my score, if you don't want to know spoilers, just you can turn it off. But yeah, so this is the movie picks up right after Infinity War. It's the newest MCU film. You got everybody coming back. We want to see what happened after that crazy ending Infinity War. And for the most part, this movie really met all of my expectations. It was really freaking good. Everybody was great in it. There were certain things that I was worried about, and if you go back at my Infinity War review, you'll see what those things were, and really everything that I was worried about, they did in a really good way that kind of just eased me away. I still think that I liked Infinity War a little bit better than this movie, just because it was just a better paced movie, and it was just so shocking. I remember coming out of the movie being like, holy crap, what just happened? I mean, you don't come out of this movie with that. You could come out going, holy crap, that was a great ending to an 11-year saga. Like I said, I loved all the performances. I loved the action. I loved the comedy. And it was just a really fun time. I will say this one's paced a little slower, which might tick some people off. Didn't bother me any. I liked every little bit going on. There's some certain plot holes and things. It's not a perfect movie. And you could probably really nitpick this movie if you got super deep into it. But I would say when I was watching it in the packed house, I feel like and I do this a lot in movies, I'll be watching it thinking, oh, this is probably just going to be a trick, or this is probably going to make this different. So my second time go around, I have a feeling I'm going to like this a lot better because I'll be able to focus on what's going on without, the whole crowd laughing and stuff like that. And then two, I will probably appreciate things they did in the movie more, not trying to figure it out as I'm watching the movie, which is what I tend to do. I felt like it was very satisfying. Most everything really worked for me. Like, there was a few things that were bugging me, but it was just nitpicky stuff. And the more I kept thinking about it, the more I realized I really, really liked this movie. And it was the perfect ending to Infinity War and to the whole shindig. And I can't wait to see what's next in the MCU. I will say this felt like it had such high stakes and so much happens, and I just don't know how or how long it's going to take for us to get back to where we are at this point in this film. I feel like we're going to have we're going to be coming down off this high for a while and just going to be enjoying I'm sure there's going to be some good ones still, but I just feel like we're not going to get this level of excitement for a while again. And I really liked it. So I am giving Infinity War. I'm giving Endgame a 5 out of 5. It's my second 5 out of 5 of the year. And I would say right now, I haven't really put my rankings all in, but I'm probably going to say this is probably like in the 3 or 4 range of my MCU films, right behind Infinity War. So I can't even remember where I have Infinity War, but it's going to be right behind Infinity War because I liked it a little bit better. Now let's get into spoilers. So if you don't want to know any spoilers, then, go watch the movie and then come back. But here we go. Spoiler time. So I will first say what characters I really, really liked. I really liked Iron Man in this movie. I mean, his whole arc, and then if you think about the movie and the MCU in general, it just really wraps up nicely here. He has a lot to do in this movie. He's, the most impactful death at the end, and he's just, he's the one I cried at. There was a couple times I got a little misty-eyed, but I could full on say there was tears running down my cheek when Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. goes. And it's just done perfectly, and I hope we never bring him back, or if we do, I could see maybe bringing him back like as AI or something, maybe put himself in a computer or something, but, you know, I don't want to go too crazy with it. I will say I really like Nebula in this movie. She was really good. She had a lot to do. I did not see the Black Widow death coming. That was of all the deaths I was predicting. I didn't see that one coming. I think it was done really well. The whole story between her and Hawkeye was really good. The opening scene with Hawkeye, oh my gosh. I mean, that was one of the ones where I was like, woo! This movie's going to be intense. And then there was a lot of shock moments. I mean, like when they go in and just chop off Thanos' head right in the first 15 minutes of the movie. You're like, what are we going to do here? The things like I was talking about, I had problem with the time travel stuff. It's hard to wrap your mind around some of the stuff that's going on, and you're kind of, I don't know, if you try and think about it too hard, it just gets too much. So you just gotta just let it be. The thing like Spider-Man, I kept thinking about Spider-Man. I was like, it's so confusing because you see him come back to school and you know the time jump thing. I like that they didn't reverse time and go back. I like when that's what I was talking about, where I'm talking about like when we jumped up 5 years in time, I was like, well, we're gonna go back, and we don't, which I really like. That I really liked how they handled Gamora. If you just watched my Infinity War, that was the thing I was most worried about. I did not want them to bring back Gamora. And the way they do it is really cool. It was kind of the theory I had in my head. It's a different Gamora from a different timeline, which is cool. And so we could still have our Gamora, but yet her death and sacrifice really meant something. We're not bringing back Loki. It doesn't seem like we're not bringing back any of these people. Vision. The people that actually died in Infinity War stayed dead, and I like that. It makes Infinity War a better movie, and doesn't ruin it, which is what I was really worried about. So it's acted really well. That last action scene is incredible. I mean, it's just amazing. When they open the portals and you hear Falcon saying "on your left" to Captain America, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. I felt all the humor really worked. There was nothing that really stuck out to me as bad. So yeah, I really, really like the film. Like I said, the only thing is like you can nitpick the time travel stuff because it's just so hard to understand. But I think for what they had to accomplish, they really did a freaking great job of wrapping everything up. It could have been so much worse. The Russo brothers were like perfect to end this franchise, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here, because you know now we've got Spider-Man coming out. We're going to probably get another Doctor Strange, another Black Panther, a Black Widow movie, which I guess is going to take place before this movie. But after that, I don't really know where we're going, and it's exciting times. But I do plan on going to see this again too. So my opinions might change a little bit, but I mean, it's a 5 out of 5 movie, and I'm pretty sold on it. So really liked it. I guess that's it. Until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.